Mises' critique of interventionism, insights for modern economies. Buckle up as we dive deep into the timeless wisdom of Mises and unearth his perfect take on interventionism, all while having a jolly good time. Number 5. The mischievous hand of government. Picture this, a puppeteer governing the strings of an unwieldy marionette, intending it to dance gracefully yet watching it stumble and trip instead. Mises fervently argues that government intervention is much like this puppeteer, with the best intentions but ultimately the clumsiest of results. From setting up tariffs as tricky hurdles for trade to dripping subsidies to specific industries with the subtlety of a chocolate fireguard, the governmental hand often ends up playing more mischief than maestro. Mises sits at the point of the compass, reiterating that the invisible hand of the market is usually more adept at orchestrating harmonious progress than any heavy-handed attempts of state control. Remember, in Mises' symphony, less is often more. Number 4. The inflationist's illusion. Inflation, the slippery pixie dust that nations sprinkle onto their economies with hopes of prosperity, only to find themselves tangled in a web of deceit. Mises saw through this illusion, warning that inflation isn't the panacea it's often touted to be. An illusionist's trick, it promises short-term exhilaration but leaves behind long-term devastation. The sugar rush of printing more money might fix immediate glumness, but oh, how devious are its lasting effects. As prices rise and savings shrink, this deceptive magic cripples economic stability. Mises' insight reminds modern policymakers that true economic growth lies not in conjuring financial fantasies but in fostering real productive capabilities. Lesson 1. No spell can beat the toil of honest labor and prudent fiscal policy. Number 3. Public Policy Paradox Park. Enter the perplexing world of Public Policy Paradox Park, where the intentions of state policies wander aimlessly in the land of unintended consequences like spooked tourists in a corn maze. Mises uncovers this peculiar place, where each attempt to protect the public, be it through price floors or rent ceilings, only ends up inviting more chaos than clarity. Designed to soothe, such policies invariably stir markets into a frenzy, leading to shortages, surpluses, and markets resembling a crowded street bazaar in continuous uproar. Mises' timeless message to policymakers strolling in this paradox park is crystal clear. Beware the seemingly benevolent policy that backfires with the force of a misfired cannon in pirate times. Number 2. The mythical unicorn of price controls. Gather round, curious minds, as we chase the unicorn of economic solutions, price controls. With the allure of providing affordable necessities, governments attempt to set prices like a wizard controlling the tides. However, Mises reveals this mythical creature for what it truly is, an escapist fantasy. Price controls, whether on bread or housing, are simply unsustainable bottled lightning, leading inevitably to scarcity and black markets. When prices cannot fluctuate organically, markets lose their compass, akin to a wayward sailor lacking direction. Mises urges us to let the unicorn roam free, allowing supply and demand to find their natural balance, ensuring availability and innovation flourish without the shackles of artificially mandated prices. Number 1. Mises versus King Bureaucracy. Meet King Bureaucracy, a cumbersome ruler thriving on red tape and paperwork, whose dominion spreads as swiftly as vines in a neglected garden. In Mises' critique, this monarch presides over a kingdom where dynamic entrepreneurship gets smothered by the inefficiencies of administration. Bureaucracy, according to Mises, is the nemesis of progress, thriving on compliance and stagnation rather than fostering innovation and growth. As Mises battles King Bureaucracy, he shines a light on the vibrant, spontaneous order that markets can achieve when allowed to course freely, unhindered by layers of rules thicker than Granny's secret plum preserve. His call to action? To trim the weeds of bureaucracy and cultivate an environment where enterprise can bloom unbridled. Brava! You've navigated the thrilling terrain of Mises' insights with us and emerged in a world more informed about the trials and travails of economic interventionism. As we bid adieu to this enlightening journey, may the sagacity of Mises guide modern economies out of the shadowy thickets of interventionist pitfalls into the sunlit glades of market-driven prosperity. Keep these insights tucked in your intellectual toolbox as you ponder the dance of economics and policy because, as Mises teaches us, true mastery lies in understanding complexity and embracing simplicity. Until next time, may your economic adventures be as enriching as Mises' enduring wisdom.